Hey, welcome to Talk Dealership Service. My name is Dale, and if you're looking for a career in the dealership service business, this is the channel I want you to be on. If you're already a service advisor or service manager, you want to grow your career, expand your knowledge, make more money, then hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and let's get started. All right, on the screen is a copy of a multi-point inspection used by most dealers around the country or some variation thereof. The question becomes, how do we use that to our advantage and to build trust and integrity with the customer? Sadly, most dealerships do no training with their service advisors, yet they tell them, I want 100% multi-point inspections on every car that comes through. But nobody tells them how to do that. That's what I'm going to do, and it's only going to take about 3 minutes to do it. Are you ready? All right. Let's dive in. Here we go. All right, here we go. Miss Smith just brought her 2006 blue Ford Explorer in. Being that she's a regular customer, I know that Explorer's name is Ralph. All right, this video is not about the service drive walk around. It's not about the meet and greet. So I'm going to cut to the chase. Miss Smith, we've got all the information we need of the vehicle. So now we're standing at our service desk. And she's explaining to me that Ralph has a coolant leak because she sees it on her garage floor. So at this point is where we're going to interject the multi-point inspection. There's two rules of thumb here. The traditional, there's probably, gosh, I'm going to say 80 to 90% of most trainers tell you to present the multi-point inspection to the customer at this stage of the game and let them know that our technicians are going to be taking a look at these various items. And if they're green, that means you're good to go. If it's yellow, it may need future attention. And if it's red, it needs immediate attention. And that's good because this is truly the form that technician's going to fill out. I just don't think this is the stage to where we present it to the customer because the customer brought it in for a coolant leak, but yet in her mind, I just told her that when I make a phone call, I'm fixing to try to sell you something off this list. Here's my suggestion, and one that I found works really, really well. It takes a little role play, it takes some practice, but once you master this simple verbiage, your sales, your dollars per RO and hours per RO will grow exponentially. So here we go. Ms. Smith, thank you for bringing your vehicle into the dealership today. It's my goal that you have a 5-star experience on this visit. While my technician is figuring out what's going on with your coolant leak, I'm also going to have him take a look around your vehicle to see if there's anything else that he finds that's immediate concern. If the technician does find something, I'm going to make sure that I convey that information to you so that we can make sure that you're driving safely wherever you need to go. Would that be okay? Now, you can change the verbiage to make it fit your personality, but the goal here is you're planting the seed for the multi-point inspection without showing this daunting form. So practice it, role play it. But the goal is that while the technician is figuring out what's going on with your vehicle, I'm also going to have him take a look around. And if there's anything he sees that's an immediate concern, we want to convey it to the customer. That's the multi-point inspection without physically showing them the form. Now let's fast forward for just a minute. We're going to fast forward 2 hours. The technician has sent up what's going on with the car. We now know that it needs a water pump, and the technician found that the rear brakes were down to 1 millimeter. They're in the red, but we caught it before it got into the rotors. So before we make this phone call, let's get all of our information together. We've got the price of the water pump, we've got the labor, we've got the coolant, we've got the shop supplies, we've got the price of the rear brakes, what it costs to turn the rotors, we've got tax, we've put a $20 buffer in there. Now we're armed and we're ready to make the phone call. In the phone call, again, you want to role play it and role play it and role play it and role play it to where eventually you get actually so efficient at it that it builds your confidence. But for this video, here's kind of the way it should look. And again, use your personality and role play it, but you'll get the gist of the content. Mr. Smith, this is Dale from the dealership. I have information about your vehicle. Would this be a good time to go over it with you? We're going to assume that Mr. Smith says yes. Well, we found out what's causing your coolant leak. It happens to be your water pump. Now, if you remember, Mr. Smith, I told you that I was going to have my technician take a look around. If there's anything that he felt was an immediate concern, I was going to let you know. Well, it's a good thing we did because he found that your rear brakes were down to 1 millimeter. What that means is they're getting close to the rotor. Now, I can get all of this work done for you today by 4 o'clock. It's going to be $740.30. With your permission, I'd like to go ahead and get started. Would that be okay? Bam. Now, two things are going to happen. Either Miss Smith is going to say just yes to the work because you've given her the things that they want, when and how much, or very rarely, but it does happen that the customer goes, well, how much was the water pump? Well, being that you broke the quote down for yourself, you're armed with that information. So if you have to back out of the water pump or the brakes, it's going to be easy to do so because you've already got the calculations done. But I'm telling you, if you present it in such a way with one price, one time, and it meets the customer's expectation, they're going to say yes. Now let's fast forward one more time. It's 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Miss Smith's coming to pick her vehicle up. You're going over the bill, and you came in $10 under your quote because you gave yourself a buffer. So already we're on the good side. Now you physically show Miss Smith the multi-point inspection. You show her the things that were green, that were good on her vehicle. You show her that in the future she might be needing tires. And that's my dog, Racky. Y'all can say hi to Racky because she's not buying any of this that I'm selling. And luckily, the only item that was red was the rear brakes, and we took care of that for her today. Now, that's the way you handle a multi-point inspection to be successful. Racky, you're ready to pick your vehicle up. You just got to pay your bill now. I love humor when we do these videos. Well, I hope that made sense to you today, and I hope you see the value of the multi-point inspection when presented properly. Love to hear your ideas. Share them with me right here on this channel, Talk Dealership Service. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Share me with friends, family, coworkers, or anybody that aspires to be in the service business. We care. We want to know. And if you've got a topic you'd like me to discuss, I'm here for you and ready to do it.